Okay, my hand on my right hand raised. I do solemnly swear to tell the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I have a very, very, very interesting video to be made here. I have, excuse me, I have been held back. I have been isolated. I've been silenced. I've been denied. I've been, solitude, the worst, all that stuff. The home alone in the middle of nowhere type stuff. I could be in the middle of, on an island in the middle of an ocean, and just like Tom Hanks in Castaway, and trying to get this information out. Other than other than being where I'm at right here in West Virginia, the problem I'm having is West Virginia elected officials. The biggest problem is when they treat me like I'm calling to report UFOs have landed at the local Walmart. Now, here it gets interesting. Okay, um, I'm not. I don't have. Wrong way. I don't have flashy. Oh, check out this Fox clip. All this is gonna be very old school. So bear with me. And this is not my first video. My first video is down below, and pretty much connected to this video. So here goes. The monkey business illusion. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the ball. The correct answer is 16. Did you spot the gorilla? For people who haven't seen or heard about a video like this before, about half missed the gorilla. If you knew about the gorilla, you probably saw it. But did you notice the curtain changing color? Or the player on the black team leaving the game? Let's rewind and watch it again. Here comes the gorilla, and there goes the player. And the curtain is changing from red to gold. When you're looking for a gorilla, you often miss other unexpected events, and that's the monkey business illusion. Sitting here trying to get this information out. Another, I use a lot of movie comparisons. One movie comparison that I can use right now is being that guy, the pilot in the Kong Skull Island movie. I feel the same exact way. I'm sitting here outside societal loop and getting nowhere. I have no idea what's going on outside there, because again I've fallen off the map, and I'm a disabled veteran, 100% rated, and I'm stuck at home. I'm isolated, solitude, introversion, all that stuff, because I can't do a thing when my personal information has been compromised. My nobody listens. All the people, all the important people I've tried talking to, like I say, they treat me like I'm trying to report aliens have landed at the Walmart. In 2019, Kamala Harris, the key figure in making this video, had made me a homeless disabled veteran. That there was home in 2019, thanks to Kamala Harris and Wells Fargo. Now, I've seen a lot of videos recently on YouTube where commenters are, oh, well, what do we do? What do we do? How do we stop it? Mayday, mayday. Well, there's my dog. Oop. There's my dog. And that was home for 2019. Now, Also in 2019 is this. Huffington Post. Kamala Harris set to raise money with former Wells Fargo executive. June of 2019. At the same time, roughly about the same time, I had gone to the Ohio Veteran Service Commission. I showed them my proof that Wells Fargo stole my home. After showing them the proof and after telling them I'm standing there as a homeless disabled veteran, the lady had told me, "Oh, well, unfortunately, you're not a county resident. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do to help you." Well, gee, what part of homeless disabled veteran are you not comprehending? Okay, I lost a lot of things. This here, let's see, there we go. This here was my home in 2019. This was my rec room. And that's what I lost. I was in the house for 6 years. Never missed a mortgage payment, nothing. Until Wells Fargo totally screwed up my mortgage in 2016 when they screwed up my escrow and my taxes. They thought they were only going to pay $138 and not the $1,508. Or it's kind of confusing there too, because I've seen $754 first and second half taxes, and I've seen $744. But still, they did not include in my escrow the enough to cover my homeowner's insurance of $1,390 coming up in November or December of 2016. Now, there's my livelihood. That is what I did for 5 years. All my ideas, and while Wells Fargo is totally screwing with me, I'm thinking about doing stuff like that. I did stuff like that. I'm not gonna show this next one. Well, maybe I will. Cause nothing identifying there. I was a cute kid, and yes, that was me way back when I looked like Hank Williams Jr. Believe it or not, that picture there, holding the night before Christmas, I was 38 in that one, and I got my first senior citizen discount because of that beard. I did upset the wife when I joked around and told her, I said, well, maybe they considered you the senior and not me. Now, let's see here. Right there, Patrick Morrissey. 7/28/23. And right there is the story that I was going to share about Wells Fargo helping Kamala Harris raise money. They tag team together and raise money to help her campaign in 2019. And the same Wells Fargo that if the federal investigators were to do their homework, they would see that Letitia James is connected to Wells Fargo. Hold on just a minute. It's not all in order, so here goes. There's my first mortgage from set up with Howard Hanna and Wells Fargo. Let's see here. Yeah, they're at the bottom. Wells Fargo. 2/1/2013, February 1st, 2013. My escrow was $248 a month going into escrow. Now, here we go. Right here is, you can see Wells Fargo Bank, and it's on October 26, 2017. 2 years before they foreclosed on my house and stole it, they were hooking Letitia James up with a mortgage for, oh yeah, her New York property, her her 5 unit property. And this is information that they have, but they're not noticing because they're all focused over here. They're all, yeah, they're all focused over here. This is over here. May 23rd, 2018. There's that Wells Fargo home mortgage. Resolution to the inquiry about account number. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you and address your concern. We want you to know we're here to help. We're responding and want to make sure you have the information you need. Concerns about your escrow account. In your inquiry, you stated your escrow account was not handled appropriately and advised it was due to the escrow analysis that was completed in 2016. As we advised, the payment would be $69, but it was really $744, and we did not calculate the amounts correctly. You stated this should have been caught when the escrow was completed due to determine that we weren't collecting enough for the taxes and insurance. We're writing in response to your recent inquiry. We received a similar request from you and sent a response on February 15, 2018. Excuse me. We apologize for any frustration caused by your experience with your escrow account. Now, how is it that they can confirm that they messed up and we did not calculate the amounts correctly, but go on and say we apologize for any let's see, based we've determined the account was handled appropriately. We regret we're unable to provide the resolution you expected. Now this is all after they literally stole money from the $100 that I had in my account at one time in 2015, and they literally stole the money out of my account when they attempted to take a post-dated payment on Thursday or Friday. I talked to the lady on Wednesday. She confirmed it several times, and I told her not until Tuesday. I get my VA compensation on Tuesday. Oh yeah. Okay. But they attempted to take it out anyways ahead of time. They jumped the gun, and they were not authorized to do so because they were supposed to take it out Tuesday when I got paid. They left my account negative over $1,000, and they did nothing to correct it. Let's see here. What next? Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Now, let me back up. This one's for John Schneider. I've been watching, a shout out to him. I've been watching his Drinks with Dee Dee and John, and his birthday podcast video. He had claimed he wanted to see Adam Shifty Schiff, get investigated like the TSA investigating an airline passenger. Here you go, John. Right there. I don't know if you can see it. Wells Fargo Bank, and Adam Schiff and Eve Schiff. Deed of trust even. From 2009. 2009 And with that, and in 2009, Adam also got the Maryland property at the same time. Um, let's see here. How Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff took out 10 loans totaling $13 million on their LA and DC properties from banks she prosecuted for billions. Okay, here we go. The second couple had, let's see here. No, let's see here. Presidential hopeful Kamala Harris and her husband Doug Emhoff have refinanced their luxury properties on the East and West Coast 10 times with loans totaling $13 million. The second couple both have borrowed way in excess of what they're worth, their joint fortune estimated at $8 million by Forbes. Now, there is where you connect dots. Kamala Harris and Wells Fargo are like that. They're like that. She's dirtier than hell. I've got the proof. I can connect it because Kamala Harris and Wells Fargo, I just proved, stole my house. A disabled veteran's house, and they stole it. And not only that, they scammed the VA, the Veterans Affairs, out of $36,000. Now, up next, Sam Antar, he managed to, let's connect Letitia James to Wells Fargo. Can we? I can. Sam Antar, with his white collar fraud, had discovered, and it was his research that I discovered that can connect the dots. Oh, let's see here. I'm a rookie with all this YouTube and all this, but there it is. The disturbing parallel. Recent Brooklyn property red flags. And thank you, Sam. A Wells Fargo mortgage originated in 2019. Accounts for the lion's share at $500,000 to $750,000. A $75,000, $100,000 loan from the First Savings Bank first appeared on her 2021 disclosure. A new $150,000, $250,000 mortgage from Citizens Bank was added in 2022. Another new $100,000 to $150,000 mortgage from Citibank was added in 2022. Let's see here. This is all Sam's work right here. Exposing a decade of Letitia James's financial misreporting. If you want to look deeper, Sam, March 3rd, 2025. Newsweek. Ain't that a pretty picture of them two in New York at an event together? Let's see here. Attorney General Letitia James left and Vice President Kamala Harris right at a ceremony in New York on September 11, 2023. James is leading a coalition of black attorneys general to support Harris's presidential bid. Brian R. Smith, Getty Images. Well, Getty Images is not exactly as honest as they like to be thinking, because they've got some shady pictures. They have a picture of Joe Biden with James Biden and Jill Biden, and in the bunch is the picture with Dick Cheney. Now, they have that same picture used in another picture, and Dick Cheney was photoshopped out of it. I'm an information nerd. I spot stuff like that, and it catches my attention. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. How else do we connect Kamala Harris to some of the dirty players like Letitia James, like Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries is connected to Wells Fargo dirty dealings. Who else is connected to Wells Fargo and dirty? Liz Cheney. You know who Liz Cheney's great granddaddy is? Liz Cheney's great granddaddy is the first elected director of Wells Fargo, Benjamin Cheney. Benjamin Cheney, through the family ties, and Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney being, George Bush. I bet great granddaddy Cheney is rolling over in his grave at how Wells Fargo turned out. Hey, Lou there. Oh, wrong way. There's Ghetto Barbie, Jasmine Crockett. On the national organizing call, housing is a top issue on the ballot, and who knows this topic better? Kamala Harris. In support of Jasmine Crockett, in support of Kamala Harris. And I've got so much more that I could be sharing, but the problem I have is all this information does me no bit of good if nobody listens. This is just a small part of it. Now, I just proved corruption with Wells Fargo when they stole my house with the help of Kamala Harris. I just proved corruption with Kamala Harris, the ringleader connected with Wells Fargo. And I just proved Hakeem Jeffries, Joe, Jill, and Hunter Biden. Now, the Trump administration and investigators all know of Hunter Biden's connections with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo supported his drug deals. I think it was a government type page that I saw, news, all that. I don't know. That shows that Hunter Biden gave his drug dealer a PIN number to one of Hunter's accounts with Wells Fargo. And, gee, how much information does Kamala Harris know about the Biden family? She might as well be an adopted family member. She was Attorney General BFFs with Beau Biden before he died. So she had inside information and knowledge on a lot of the Biden crime family bullshit. She knew of Hunter's. She more than likely knew of Hunter's drug deals and all his issues with drugs. Hunter Biden's wife is not as clean as she presents herself to be. She needs looked into because she had dealings with hiding some of the bullshit from Hunter Biden. Her bank account was even used. What else? There's a lot more. But I'm sitting here isolated. I have no way to get in contact with anybody and no way to get this information out there for anybody to hear. Now, for all the doubters, you're welcome. Now, you have a lot of information that you can look up and verify that I am correct. Take a gander at the linked video that shows more about Wells Fargo. How do I know? Because that video was made 5 years ago with my initial first problems were happening with Wells Fargo, and there's proof with inside that video. And I'm sitting here, I've had 18 years of hell, absolutely no justice, and all these corrupt and crooked and sleazy Democrats getting away with a bunch of bullshit at my expense. Because nobody listens to me. Nobody gives me the time of day, and I might as well be, I feel like I say, I feel like Nicolas Cage in National Treasure trying to get the information to the proper authorities as Benjamin Gates and trying to tell the proper authorities someone's trying to steal the Declaration of Independence. And, oh, well, yeah, well, that's when I lost them. That's when I lost them. That's when I lost them. Nobody's done a damn thing about it. And I'm sitting here literally pulling my hair out, trying to do the right thing. I haven't even gotten a response from the FBI. The FBI. And this is important. You want to shut the Democrats up? Take a look. Dig into it. I mean, I'm not going to threaten the president. I'm not going to threaten anybody. I don't do that. But, I'm just trying to get this information out. And whether it gets passed along, whatever, I really, I hope it does. I really do. And this will seal the deal. And Donald Trump, he can go after Liz Cheney. He can go after everybody that's been on a witch hunt with him. And connect the dots and clear his name. If I was in his shoes, that's what I'd want done. If somebody had information like I do about, and I was in his shoes, I'd want somebody to tell me. Hey, So, I've got all this information. I've got information on more situations than just here. I've got information on bullshit in Georgia. I know because I was the victim. In Georgia was the second time I became a homeless disabled veteran. And that very picture that I showed of my Astro van, my GMC Safari van, and my cargo trailer / home, because Democrat Congressman Sanford Bishop's district is dirtier than hell, and I've got proof of it. Frustrating as hell when I sent Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene a packet of information to show it. And it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why is everybody afraid to stand up and do what's right and hold these assholes accountable? Sorry, but I'm getting frustrated with spinning my wheels in the mud. With, oh, well, thanks for calling. We're sorry. We're sorry. I'm sorry. We're sorry. What the hell? What can I say? I'm a veteran. I carry that shit with respect, with pride. 100% rated. I live with this daily. And I've gotten through, because I'm a veteran, I'm still alive today. Please do me a favor and help me out. You don't even have to subscribe, but share my video, like my video, I don't care. This is information that absolutely needs to get out there and to the right people. I mean, this is information that would have even President Donald Trump scratching his head. Scratching his head. What the hell are they doing to this guy? And that's that. Veteran PFC Michael, I'm out.